So today was day 2 of the yoga teacher training. It was quite amazing. I learned about myself that I'm actually a bit intolerant about other ways of doing yoga. So for example, I'm really used to doing relaxation at the end of a yoga session. And I think it's really important, but my teacher is not doing it. And I got quite upset about it. But then I realized that there are just different ways of doing yoga, and there are different perspectives on it, and yeah, and it's fine. Yeah. So then in philosophy we talked about the fact that self-development only becomes relevant when you actually have the luxury to think about such things. For example, when you have enough food, etc. The teacher also stressed that yoga is no religion. Some people think it belongs to Hinduism, and it's true that in Hinduism it's also being used, but yoga is actually universal. So you don't have to belong to any religion, or you could belong to any of them, and you could still use yoga and develop from that, because yoga is a path of self-discovery somehow. So it's just methods to look into yourself. And why would you need a certain faith for this? Why is yoga philosophy different from other types of philosophy? Because it puts emphasis on practice. So actually experiencing, actually practicing things and seeing what happens. Not just thinking about things, actually experiencing them. Also, another interesting point was he said just believing something doesn't really help. You can say I believe in God, and it might not really help you. You can say I don't believe in God, and it also might not really help you. Instead, you can just admit that you do not know, like Socrates. I know that I don't know, right? And yoga, according to him, says don't have any faith or belief. Okay, so in anatomy and physiology class then, later, we actually didn't talk that much yet about anatomy and physiology, but rather the teacher started by saying that yoga is about full optimal functioning of the organism, or that's kind of what we came up with together. And he said that he thinks it should be 100% free will, so that's our goal. So that we really make free choices about our lives, but also about our inner states, like our emotions, for example. Exactly, and about our breathing and all the things that are usually involuntary, that we can actually make them voluntary. And he asked what is actually a good life, and came up with certain points that he thought were important for that. Health, happiness, peace, prosperity, inner or outer, mutual satisfaction in relationships, and a constructive role to play in this world. And it reminds me of positive psychology. Martin Seligman, a psychologist who came up with 5 points actually on what a happy or good life is. So it's with the acronym PERMA, P-E-R-M-A. P for positive emotions, E engagement, being engaged in something, R relationships, M meaning, I think, A achievement. Then the asana class in the afternoon was actually really nice. We did sun salutations, we learned that there are many different versions of it, and yeah, did some breathing exercises. And I have to say, my body feels so good right now. I can't tell you, it's so stretched out and nice. And so apparently this teacher is doing something right. Yeah. Okay, so that was my day.